Since June 16, 2016, IAXISRADIO has been at the forefront of digital audio entertainment.
We are the creators empowering the future of visual and sound design through advanced technology and community relationships that foster unlimited growth for future generations to come. We are IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. There is no limit to what we do. Design, create, and empower.
IAXISRADIO. You are now locked in.
Wake up to IAXISRADIO in the morning.
The future of radio and podcast.
Your number one station.
You are now locked in. The future of radio and podcast.
Behind the Enemy Lines is a podcast when we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. All right, so come to the front of the congregation. We're going to start some trouble.
IAXISRADIO.
Welcome back to IAXISRADIO. We've got a packed show today, diving deep into the future of creation.
Absolutely. It's all about pushing boundaries.
IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
You are watching IAXISRADIO and podcast live. Welcome to our show. Now let's go.
Ya la luna se retira y el sol quiere despertar. Pero nadie en este baile se quiere ir a descansar. Los músicos están sudando, pero tocan con fervor. Porque el son es una llama que nos da mucho calor. Despedida al atardecer. Todos queremos detener.
Live on IAXISRADIO Worldwide.
Un último trago de ron para el camino final. Y un abrazo a los amigos en este patio vecinal. La trompeta suena suave, casi como un despedir. Pero el bondo sigue firme sin dejarnos ir a dormir.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are back from vacation. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show on IAXISRADIO, going live worldwide on your 365 Live, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, everything that has the capability of being picked up on technology from a satellite in outer space to all them aliens that are transporting goods over here to Israel, Iran, and back to the U.S., all the way back to your home. That's right. You can see us live. Jose Rivera, Mr. You Already Know, the Legal Eagle, going to give you all the information up to date, weather, as well as an interview, maybe two, that's going to make you feel, ooh, that's right, because we have a great promoter in the building. We also have a great, unique artist that's going to make you want to just dance. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what we give you, the best to start the week. So let's just go right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, someone came out of a coma. That's right, the devil let him come back to earth. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a little round of applause to Mitch McConnell. That's right. The turkey-looking boyo is back from hell. He came back with a message. And guess what? His friend Lizzie Graham ended up passing away. ironic that one comes out of a coma and the other passes away when they were two of Trump's leading strongholds for the Republican Party. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? The representative of South Carolina is already having possibly his own daughter, as President Trump said, that might fill his seat until the elections come. They asked the governor. The governor said, no, please pass it on to someone else because I want to be able to run on my own merit. Even though she had great intentions on following the late great senator of South Carolina, she says she wants to have people vote on their own merit on her work. All right, cool. So aside from that, when they asked President Trump, you know, how you felt about this guy in the beginning, when you had the insurrection and all that, you know, he was against you. But then when it came to like other things with the war and, you know, with Russia and the Ukraine, you know, he supported you and he just came back from the Ukraine and all of a sudden he has a terrible cold and he passes away. Oh, well, you know, he was a real guy and he sat next to me and he was kind of like a family friend type of person. And, you know, it's a great loss and I'm going to miss him. So, you know, everyone is just listening to this and they're like, all right, so he really didn't agree with him, but he respected him to the point where he called him a family friend because this guy would call Trump out on his stuff. He would cross the aisle and say, listen, you can't do that. That's illegal. So, you know, shout out to that person that passed away and would keep the, you know, devil alive and in his own pocket and keep him at bay and let Jesus do his work because, you know, right now, all hell's going to break loose. When you look at Al Jazeera News, all you see is bombings from a united stronghold against Russia, against Iran, against China, against all of these countries that are being run by the superpower because they know that they hold a special weapon, and that's the button. Every country holds the button, a stronghold. Any country that has close to $100 billion has the capability of their leaders to hold that button. Guess what? One of those leaders was just wiped out after 35 years of being in power. The Ayatollah. Now they're taking out every dictator. If not, they're taking out every strong leader that has a resource for the United States to capitalize on. So please pay attention and see what's going on and know where your money is going, because if you notice that you are looking like you got a raise at your job, but you're still not able to go take that vacation, you got to wait like 3 years, or you got to go and ration your food, or you can't go out with your friends and have a few drinks, or go to a ball game, or go watch a Jay-Z concert, because, you know, you got to work 2 or 3 jobs when life shouldn't even be that hard. Because if you go to other countries, you know, people are living better with less. So let's stop with the stress. Let's stop being a developed country that is losing, you know, our stronghold on the dollar. Because if you go anywhere else, the dollar is depreciating. So anyone that's looking to go to, like, I don't know, Europe, Australia, Africa, Russia, please be mindful. Go out there with insurance money. Don't go out there with money that you get from paycheck to paycheck. Go out there with insurance money, because you never know. You might end up in a hospital. You might end up in jail. You might end up somewhere. And, you know, usually when people go on vacation and things happen, they're never really good. So you always want to be conscious and think ahead, right? Because only smart people do things correctly. I know we don't like to plan and you want to live day by day, but guess what? If you're able to do more things with the days that are provided because you thought smart, then you might live a little longer and not catch a disease or bacteria and end up pooping in a bathroom and having to go see a doctor, and he's going to give you a shot for $1,000. Now you lost your money to come back home. And then you need people to Western Union you money, because those countries only take Western Union. All right? So be realistic, be smart, know where your money is going, and plan ahead. All right, next. We got Fat Joe and Jada Kiss once again. I got a feeling Fat Joe is always coming at me when he says, "Oh, these Vietnam, hello," because the way I do my entrance, you know, and I've been doing this since 2009. Him, Nori, Stephen A, Joe Budden, you know, Nori, Eve. Shout out to all you guys, but you guys need to pay homage to the real people that started this podcast stuff. And I'm talking about me and a few other people. Because you want to give it to Cypher Sounds, you want to give it to all these guys. They ain't come on to 2012. Let's keep it 100. We've been on since 2009 doing pirate podcasts. Check that out. While you guys were still on the radio using CDs and going to the radio stations, we were doing pirate internet radio. Figure that out. All right. It was 103.3 FM. All right. So the next time you guys want to shoot shots, make sure you shoot them right, because you could just go search us up right now on 103.3 FM, Royal Radio, and you're going to see the first Puerto Rican Spanish dude that broke in freestyle hip-hop music in a soca station. All right? I brought the freestyle music. I brought the salsa merengue. I brought the R&B and all that. Y'all wasn't doing that. All y'all was doing was just that stronghold Caribbean stuff. And when I broke it, everybody started coming to the station. All types of artists from all genres. We even on there where I interviewed about 17 artists from 17 different states. And we had the best cipher. All right? So when you guys want to talk about who's been doing this podcast, listen, just look up X-Tremitiez and it's going to come up way, way, way back. When I was still in college, I gained my criminal justice degree. And shout out to Abel Ortiz, who's going to be calling in soon, because guess what? His case has took a turn for the best. After 25 years of fighting, and he was a guest on his show, pleading his innocence, guess what? The records have been given, and he won an Emmy. And this Saturday, he'll be at Sobro Garden speaking about how the case has been overturned and he is innocent. Wow. That's shout out to you, Abel Ortiz. You got a book, you got an Emmy, and you're doing all these great things. All right. Celebrate you on Saturday. Now let's get into the weather right quick. And then we're going to shut it down with a quick break and come back with our first guest. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's been hot. A lot of people have been sweating, stinking on the bus, the train, you know, and people going to the grocery store and you smell like pure crap, bro. I'm sorry, but you got to know how to wipe. If you don't know how to wipe, then go to your house and take a shower and then come back out. Stop being in the street smelling like crap. And I understand there's different cultures and ethnicities, but if you're not going to use deodorant, then use some baby powder or something, because I tell you, when you put your arm up on the armrest in a bus or a train, it's a really bad experience. I'm sorry. You know, I thought that fried onions smell bad, but Jesus, God, I mean, shout out to all you people that really take the time and effort to shave your underarms and minimize the dangers of biochemical warfare, because that's what it is, you know. There are people that actually die from you stinking, you know. And you know, I may be sounding like I'm exaggerating, but it's true, you know. I remember one time walking into a bathroom after someone came out in a restaurant. I literally threw up. I threw up, and all I did was drink. I didn't even have the meal yet. Now, when I came out the bathroom, I went back to the table. They brought the food. I went back to the bathroom, threw up again. That's how bad it was the first time. Whatever that person had in the stomach, please, I rebuked that parasite in that person. You know, I hope that person is alive still to this day, but that was a traumatic thing that went through my mind. So, you know, I digress, but let me get back. So when I say stop coming in the street when it's over 90 degrees and stinking, okay? Think about other people. You know, proper hygiene. If you want to get a good partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, sister, friend, whatever, you know, and this is for everybody, because I don't care where you coming from. I don't care what country you coming from. You know, go in a pump or something if it's mad hot and you know that you stink. Because I'm tired of people coming to me and telling me, can you tell that person to go take a shower? You know, and it's embarrassing, because when I go up to the person, I tell them, yo, you stink. And I'll end up having to put up my hands because they want to fight me. And, you know, last thing I want to do is end up on World Star Hip Hop getting beat up by a midget, because it's usually the little people that stink the most, you know? And you know, it's sad because they have a hard time wiping. So, you know, it's hard, you know, and sometimes they got to get help from another one. and they ask to wipe. And this is what happens. These are things that I have patients telling me. They're like, I'm too little. My arms are too little. I can't wipe. I'm like, so how do you? Oh, my partner comes and wipes me. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, God bless you, you know, and this is real life. So in the summertime, we got to take these precautions, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, then, you know, people just end up getting some serious illnesses. Have you ever heard of E. coli? Because people don't wipe themselves correctly. Then they don't wash their hands correctly. Then they go and eat salad. And then they eat with their hands with chicken. And then if it's a chicken salad, then people get all creative and want to make a taco because they got the loaf right there. And now they putting E. coli in their mouth. And then they wondering how they got sick. And they never been overseas. Because you ain't know how to wash your hands after you wipe your ass. Come on, bro. Let's be realistic. Right now, biochemical warfare is at its highest. Let's all be smart. All right? So, be smart, wash your hands, and stay prayed up because you never know what's going to happen in the future. All right? Let's learn from our past, and let's help each other grow. Let's support one another. I don't see enough support for people that are actually doing work out there. Like artists, support each other. Don't support each other for a week. Support each other for a whole year. You know, promoters work with other promoters, you know, because your audience could grow. You know, you could do parties in different places. You don't just have to do it in Co-op City. You don't just have to do it in Brooklyn. You don't only have to do it in Taino Towers. You don't only have to do it in Queens. I mean, there's other places that people will follow. It's just got to be worth it, you know, and they want to be entertained. Because right now we're so full of stress that people are scared. And we're dropping bombs on countries. Jesus Christ. Think about it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the wrap up. President Trump is still ruling the world. And hopefully, you know, the son of Damien is not born yet because I want to be able to see the next 20 years. The stock market is super high, even though gas is high. I don't understand that. And if you got kids in school, please put away for their wedding now because as soon as they get married, it's going to be about $60,000 at least. I'm telling you, I've worked a few weddings with my publicist that hooks me up, and these weddings be like $100,000 for just a few hours. And these people get sloshed. Then they go away to Indonesia and go swim with whales. That's right. They go to Puerto Rico and start dancing salsa merengue like that. Or you hear suavemente. I'm telling you. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. Hey, Al, come back with that suavemente. And then we come back with our first guest. That's right. You already know. He's doing hip-hop R&B, and then we're going to go right into the second guest and let everybody know that we are here to give you the best. Only on the X-Tremitiez ENT talk show on IAXIS Radio with Say Part and then our good friend Brian Martinez. Let's go.
Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente, bésame, que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave, bésame, bésame, suave, bésame otra vez. Suave, yo quiero sentir tus labios suave, besándome otra vez. Suave, besa, besa, suave, un poquito suave. Besa, 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 bésame otro ratito. Pequeña, échate pa' acá. Cuando tú me besas, me siento en el aire. Por eso cuando te veo, comienzo a besarte. Y si te despegas, yo me despierto. besándome suavemente, tiernamente, cariñosamente, dulcemente. Bésame mucho sin prisa y con calma, dame un beso hondo que me llegue al alma. Acércate, acércate, no tengas miedo, solamente yo te digo una cosa quiero, bésame.
All right, we can go in 30 seconds. Welcome back to the Extremities ENT Talk Show. I'm your host, Jose Rivera. While our resident DJ is away on vacation, DJ Marioito Chiclana, I'm here with Big Al on the ones and twos doing all the production. We are here with our great guest, first guest, ripping it up with the voice. He's going to do big things in the industry.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Say Park.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
What's up? How you doing? Before we get into anything, I want everyone to know who you are, where you from, just so you can set a foundation.
Okay, so my name is Say Park. I'm originally from the Bronx, by way of Belize. That's where my family's from Central America. I am a R&B pop kind of reggae artist. It's a melting pot of everything. I sing a whole lot. I sing, I dance. Yeah. That's me. I do a lot. I wear a lot of hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to like get into the entertainment business?
I would say like I've always wanted to do it. Like when I was younger, like I always liked singing and stuff, but I was just nervous to do it in front of people. So like as I got older, I went to college. After college and all of that, I was like, you know what? Let me just take a leap of faith and try it, and it stuck from there. I would also say that like my upbringing, like my Caribbean upbringing. My uncle, he's like an organ player in a choir, so I kind of learned some stuff from that. He also sings in a choir too, so I kind of learned some stuff from that. But yeah, like my upbringing, like my mom, she likes to clean the house every Sunday, so she's always like playing like music, playing like oldies and things like that. Like she loves like Otis Redding and people like that. So I've always been listening to that, kind of picking that up, as well as like reggae music, like soca, a lot of dance hall, a lot of stuff like that. So I always kind of soak that stuff up and kind of put it into my music.
That's right. See, like I mentioned earlier, started at a station where they play soca, and I got to learn a different appreciation for the Independence Day parade. Because I actually did my research after, and I was like, yo, what's up with this soca music? And I see it's so enjoyable, but there's so much more to it. Could you speak a little bit to the culture?
I mean, soca in general, it's very upbeat, it's very sexy, it's very, it's very fun, it's very loud, it's very big. Like I feel like there's different types of reggae music, but soca is one of those music that is like, even if you hear it and you don't understand what's being said, you have to get up. You have to get up. You have to dance. You have to be a part of it. You have to be a part of the party. I don't know. I love it. Soca music, I just love it. I love dancing. I love being a part of that. I love the energy. I love the culture. Just being a part of it is just amazing, honestly.
Okay, so what is it that you love to do most in entertainment? Is it the singing, the dancing, the performing, or the actual whole production?
I like the performing aspect of it. I mean, I like each and every part of it, I would say, like, in their own parts, but the main part of it is the performance. Like when I went to college, I minored in like theater. So being able to be in front of people and being able to kind of put on a show and put on a performance is a big thing for me. So like I love performing in front of people. I love that, honestly. It's like a heavy rush. Like you just feel like so excited. You just feel so upbeat and everything is just, I don't know, like people are staring at you. And at first, I guess because of how I look, everyone assumes that like I'm a rapper until I open my mouth, and then they're like, oh, okay, got it. And then, I come with dancers, I come with all of that. So everyone's always intrigued, like, oh, what is this big boy about to do? So I love it.
Any dance groups that you've danced with?
No, I haven't danced with any dance groups. But I would have loved to, honestly. But no, I haven't danced with any dance groups. But the dance community, like I'm pretty enmeshed in it. Like I'm a lot of my friends are in the dance community. So that's kind of how I know everybody.
Okay, yeah. So when you do your music videos, would you reach out to those dance groups?
100%.
Like any
100%.
particular group you would reach out to?
Well, my dancers that I have now, Yana and Jazz, they're like big components for me when it comes to my performances. So reaching out to them, they'll reach out to everybody else. Also, my brother he's another one. He's a choreographer and a videographer. He's another one I would reach out to for stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so what is the first track we're gonna get into?
So the first track is actually called Get Right. It's kind of like a, sexy, smooth, kind of vibey, summery kind of song. It's off my album, my debut album, which is called Excuse My Lateness, which is out right now. Please, everyone, go stream it, go listen to it, go buy it. But yeah, the first track is going to be Get Right.
Get Right. Only on the Extremities ENT Talk Show with Say Park. Let's go.
You know you ain't average. Can I spend a night with you? Yeah, everything's tight. I'ma do you right. I just wanna vibe with you. Yeah, drop it down low, bring it up slow. Girl, I like the way you move. Shot it so fly, feel so high. I'm tryna get right with you. Smoke in the air, but you're all I see. You got a thing that you know I need. You're dancing away, you're so carefree. I'm thinking of ways to get you next to me. Like, should I come closer? Will I get it when you come over? You wanna G on my number? Say you got a friend for my brother. Say it ain't reggae, so God. Baby, take a drink till you fucked up. I just wanna know what about ya. Can I get a wine for the time's up? I'm just trying to dance the night away with you. You ain't gotta think with me right now, boo. Just save me that dance, save me that chance. I gotta be your man because you know you're the best. You know you ain't average. Can I spend a night with you? Yeah, everything's tight. I'ma do you right. I just wanna vibe with you. Yeah, drop it down low, bring it up slow. Girl, I like the way you move. Shot it so fly, feel so high. I'm tryna get right with you. Dance the night away. Here's the time and place. Dance the night away. Here's the time and place. Dance the night away. Here's the time and place. Dance the night away. Here's the time and place.
There you go, Say Park. Hey. Shout out to Catherine who says, wow.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
Says, sounds good. Wow.
Thank you, Catherine.
Absolutely. So what inspired you to make that song?
So Get Right is just something like when I first heard the beat, I was like, yo, like I need something smooth and something sexy. Like the rest of my album is very kind of like upbeat, but I needed something smooth, something vibey, something like I feel like you could just kind of, vibe to. Just if you're not a dancer, you can just kind of bop to it. And when I heard this beat, I was like, I think I can kind of get something to it. So I just kind of kept right into it. And eventually I kind of came up with that.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the melodic sound.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm big on that. Super big on that.
On melodic sounds and vibrations?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Would you let the world know why it's important?
I think it helps kind of bring people together a bit more. I kind of feel like I hate like music that's like very open. I feel like music has like a lot of different pockets that I kind of feel like you can fill. And I feel like, especially like with my voice, sometimes it can sound a little empty. So it's like you want to do things to make sure that like everything sounds full. So like when you have like a lot of melody, a lot of vibe, a lot of harmonies, everything just sounds full. It sounds good. It sounds, pushed together. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's this next track we got?
So the next song is actually going to be So Bad. It's my next single off of my project, and it features my brother Coney Brooks. So hope you guys like it.
My brother Coney Brooks with St. Paul.
Shout out, Coney.
Let's go.
Been thinking about you, my father love you. I'm on my own, fucked up that I'm not around you. Been drinking and wildin', yes I'm tired. I call your phone, don't tell me, got me crying. Back then you started falling, back then you were my darling. Back then you had my heart, back then I wanted more. Back then you started falling, back then you were my darling. Back then you had my heart, back then I wanted more. Late night, most on fire. I call you, you call me, and we not tired. Been drinking and wildin', there's no more lies, yeah. Now I you so bad, I know you so bad, yeah. You say no to me, you ain't meant for me. I can't deal with it, I think I need to quit. Miss your energy, and all you've done for me. Now you're so done with me, heartbroken, can't you see? You cut me up like a phone. I see you out with your new girl. Kinda fly and it's so cool, but he don't know what to do with you. No, he ain't your mind space. Top 8 any night. He's taking over my place. He's taking over my place. Late night, most on fire. I call you, you call me, and we not tired. Been drinking and wildin', there's no more lies, yeah. Now I you so bad, I you so bad.
Let me talk to you. I need it one more time. Ain't trying to start issues. Body party, baby girl, you naughty, so I all hit you. I knew that you was different, girl, let's bargain. Plus you love it on Ford, you got that dog and you still I reminisce the days when we linked. Hennessy to drink, girl, you had me on the brink. I'm losing myself, open up the vibes in a wink. Intertwined in your mind, had a time, didn't blink. Two souls on the edge, didn't stop, didn't think. Too tough, you the one, I'm in love, no complaints. You the shit, like you coming from the spot and it stink. I was on the block taking shots in the paint. Oh, you moved on? That's cool, let me know if I'm coming too strong. That's rude, well I don't give a damn. I can tell that new man that it's me. You're a queen, you belong on the board with the king.
I want you, I need you, I miss you, can't let go. I'm not alone, I can't let go. You're gone,
All right, we got Safe Park with Coney Brooks. I think we got a phone call coming in. Caller, you live? All right, this is a message from my brother Edgar. Hey, my brother, we already know Mr. Jose Rivera. Awesome show, super great guest, very entertaining music. That's what we need nowadays. Keep it going. Sincerely, Edgar.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Thank you.
Absolutely. Peace, Kings.
Hey.
Tyrone Gatekeeper, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to you as well.
How you doing?
Be sure to tune in every Saturday behind enemy lines. My brother Gatekeeper, you already know, doing his thing. So what inspired you to do that song?
Oh, So Bad was like a beat I had for like maybe a year and a half. Like I just kind of sat on it. And every time I kept coming back to it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with the song. I don't know what I'm doing with the song. I don't know what I'm doing with the song. And eventually I kind of got the melody for the hook, you know, the late night. From there, it took off. And as time went on with this song, shout out to Kavion, who's actually my engineer, my vocal producer. We were listening to a lot of Tony Braxton. So a lot of like that, like harmonizing that I was doing, it was very reminiscent of Tony Braxton. He was like, because you can sing that low, so like try to get like that low. So that's kind of how it all came about. And then the original song actually was just me. Recently, I put out like a remix pack. I put out a pack with like 4 different remixes. Coney was one of them.
Okay.
My brother, he jumped on it. I bodied it, of course. That's why I love Coney to be on anything I have, because he bodies everything. And that's how we got here.
Who would you like to work with in the future?
The dream. Like
Okay.
everybody asks me this. Like I would love I have two main people. I have The Dream and I have Pharrell.
Okay.
If I could have like them like write and produce an album for me, that would be heaven. I would love that.
That's two unique individuals.
Yeah.
Pharrell, because people don't know, but he's a slight on the spectrum. He's like Kanye. Because there's people that see colors, people that hear sounds differently.
Mm-hmm.
This is a unique talent that these individuals have.
Mm-hmm.
Something like Mosaic,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or, something with the classical music. These people that would hear these sounds that no one else would hear. That
Right.
They would find these instruments and
Mhm.
somehow generate these vibrations
Mhm.
to the ear. And those two individuals there, The Dream, I saw him in Summer Jam.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love The
He's
Dream.
like 2 feet, but when he sings, he's like a giant, And then Pharrell, ice cream. That's all you could say,
Yeah.
Japan, he is a god.
Yeah, of course.
He is Godzilla.
100%. 100%.
So, yeah, I agree 110% with you on that. So, what could people be looking for within by the end of summer for you?
So right now I'm on like a mini tour
Okay.
promoting my album. It's called the Excuse My Lateness Tour. I have a couple of shows lined up. My next show is actually on the 26th.
Okay.
It's called Beach Fest. It's going to be out in Coney Island.
1 second. Caller, you live.
My geyser, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. Excited and
Oh, Abel Ortiz. Everybody, Abel Ortiz, Andy Ortiz, what we were speaking about. The Emmy Award winner. Got his
I didn't get to hear you guys talking. I was trying to connect. So I didn't know if I should connect through Facebook. Should I call? I was kind of confused and then my phone died. But I'm here and that's what's up. Thank God.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
we're on air right now with the great artist Say Park, phenomenal R&B artist. He does a bunch of different genres of music, and right now just played 2 phenomenal tracks. I know you and
he sounds like us.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shout out to him.
Thank you.
So right quick, I know you got a few words to say to promote your event right quick. So go ahead right quick, and so we could get back to Say Park, and then we'll move on with the next guest.
Yes, my brother. All right. First of all, good looking, Rambo. Shout out to you. Shout out to your beginnings. I was there. I started with Rambo years ago in the studio, promoting this whole fight, this injustice that happened to me. We've been on the radio. I've been doing this for 26 years, promoting this injustice. I've been offered $10,000 cash reward for anybody who could prove me wrong. My story won an Emmy from Anthony Carlo. I can go on and on with the accolades of how far I went with this fight. I actually have a book on Kindle and Amazon. Like I said, I can go on and on. But this Saturday at Sobro Garden, shout out to Jimmy from Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Shout out to Opera Steve from Jimmy's Cafe. Should I say Sobro? That's where the event is going to be this Saturday at 2:00. And we have the attention of Alvin Bragg, the head DA, to get my conviction overturned. And this Saturday, we're going to do a screening from this young man named Cameron Rodriguez that did a documentary on me. He was an amazing young man, amazing documentary. He's going to show some B-roll footage, and then we're going to do a Q&A at Sobro Garden at 2:00 from 2 to 5. So anybody's willing to that's willing to come, please show up. For justice for me, for justice for anybody that this could happen to their family, you understand, or them themselves. Going to correct this wrong, and I've been fighting for 26 years, man, and I hope, people pull up and show up.
All right, my brother, we'll be there showing up, cover the event, and on the next show, we'll show some footage of it and speak more about your story.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you on Saturday, my brother. Let everybody know where they can reach you.
And God bless your guests and his future endeavors, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, eh?
All right, my brother. God bless. Come on.
All right, Say Park.
Yes.
Sorry for that.
No,
but
you're good.
We were just saying that the tour.
Yes, so I'm on like a small tour right now called the Excuse My Lateness Tour. I'm promoting my debut album. So my next show is actually on the 26th, July 26th of this month. It's called Beach Fest out in Coney Island. Please pop out for that. But I also want to give a special shout out to my cousin Michi. He actually has a show on the 24th. We're trying to get a lot of people out to that as well. So, yeah.
All right. So where can everybody find your music and where they can reach you if they'd like to book you for a show or any future events?
Yeah. So my music's on all streaming platforms. You can look me up SAAYPARK. Also, you can Google me. I love to say that now. You can Google me. You can find me on all social media as well. Again, SAAYPARK. And just DM me and we can take the bookings from there.
All right, you already know. Say Park.
Thank you.
He's on the rise.
Thank you.
Hey, Dream. Hey, Pharrell.
Please.
You already heard. We already shot it out. The Batman sign is in the air. Production, writing. You better do it, because if not, next time I see you in the show, I'll put you in a dream. All right? Say Park. Look out for him. He's the next monster in the game. Let's go.
Que nuestro tiempo ha pasado. Yo he sufrido demasiado a tu lado. Una maldita traición. Lo que siento aquí por dentro es una maldita traición. Lo que siento aquí por dentro es una maldita traición. Y he decidido no seguir así.
Welcome back to the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show. I'm your host, Jose Rivera, here with our second guest of the evening. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, promoter of salsa, straight out of Harlem World, New York, El Barrio. Give it up for Brian Martinez.
Thank you for Jose for having me here, and thank you for everybody in the background, Rebecca and everybody. It's a pleasure being here, and it's going to be a great interview.
All right, Brian. So, just to make sure that's a proper spelling, right? Brain, because it looks like it says brain. So I just want to make sure it's Brian, right? Okay. All right. So, Brian, speak about who you are, where you from, and what it is that you do.
I'm from Spanish Harlem, born and raised, DJ, promoter, do everything, try to keep the culture going with the music business and everything. 25 years doing this as the youngest salsa DJ in the barrio and everything. So, I love this. This is my passion, my music. Growing up, listening to music in the house, my mother used to cook, have food, and they used to cleaning, música. So it's in the gene, My family been in the gene. I have great legendary background family. Frankie Morales is my uncle, who was the lead vocalist for Tito Puente and everything. So it's in the genes. So, that's in the gene. I've been doing this for so many years, So I have that music in me.
Okay. So, have you traveled? Have you worked with people that inspire you to do what you do?
Yes. I traveled all over the world, worked with big artists, upcoming artists who I produced and helped them get to where they're supposed to be and everything like that, And I'm a type of person that if I believe in your talent, I'll go for you, I don't care what you are, and all you could do what you got to do and everything. So that's what I've always been, give people a chance.
Okay. So some of the big artists that you said you worked with in the past, like who?
Well, I've been working with Mano Moreno, Raulino Sendo, and on and on and on, Johnny Lidera and everything like that. So, I have a list that I could go on every day, but it's big artists that I've been working with. And a lot of these artists respect me. I book them, I get them work, I get them gigs and everything. So, I'm a hustler. That's how I've got to be in the game.
So how, from a promoter and manager standpoint, right? Because you did both. How hard, how difficult can it be, and how does it look like for a person that benefits?
In this business, I'm not into, as a promoter and being a booking agent, it's not it's a lot of work, and I'm not really into the business of making money. You have a lot of these big promoters or booking agents that they be killing these people when it comes to artists. I'm a type I say, you know what? They be like, no, we're gonna give you a 10%, 15%. I said, nah, you know what? At the end of the day, this is for you. I'm not in this to make money. I'm here just to make sure they good and everything. That's how it is. I always been like that.
So when it comes to budgets and all that, I'm sure that there's people you reach out to for, since you say you're not in it for making money, but the artist got to get paid.
Of course.
The artists that I've seen in the salsa scene are bands that have at least 11 people.
Yeah. So I try to be fair. Like I called up people and they give me a price and I tell them, nah, I said, it has to be like this, because at the end of the day, these musicians got to get paid, These musicians, they got to come, they pay tolls and gas. Now, these gases, so they want to get paid, So I respect the musicians and I tell them, listen, I need a certain amount of money for the musicians, and that's what it's supposed to be,
So what if it's artists that are flying from like overseas?
Well, artists are flying from overseas, they got to get paid what they're supposed to get paid.
Meaning what? So if someone from here is just as good as the artists, a band from overseas, do they get paid the same, or what's the difference?
No, because those artists charge double when they come from out of town. So locally, they charge this price. And out of town, they charge a certain amount of price. Like I speak to certain artists, and when they're in Puerto Rico, they charge this price. And I'm like, wow. But when you travel to New York, you're charged double the price.
Right.
And they say, we travel, this is our price.
So when they charge double, is it because of the hotel and food?
Yeah.
Or is it because that's just the way it is?
No, that's just the way it is. That's just the way. And plus, when they travel, but the traveling is more, because they're international artists. So that's what they got to do. They got to charge the double amount of money and everything.
Okay, so what's the most a band has ever got paid with you being involved?
New York?
Anywhere.
New York, wow. New York, the going range could be close to $5,000, $4,000, maybe $35,000, It all depends on the artist. It all depends on the bands. Each bands have their standing price. So I can't come out and tell you, okay, this is what I'm paying you, and they're going to be like, no, this is my price. And you got to respect them,
So what if somebody says, you're paying me $10,000, but you're like, yo, $4,500?
You can negotiate, but at the end of the day, it's whatever they say, I would never tell anybody, can you work with me, this and that and that, I respect you, but I can't afford that type of money, let's go halfway, half ballpark, and then sometimes they'll be like, you know what, Brian, I'll do it for you, but don't tell nobody, because these people don't want nobody to know, because then if I charge you that price, then I'm going to say, oh, so you charge that person that price, why I can't get the same price as that.
Right.
So that's why you always got to keep it quiet and everything.
Okay.
You can't discuss business with nobody.
Right. Because, I booked a couple of bands and after a few artists is like, yo, why didn't you call me? I would have been cheaper.
Yeah.
I said, what? What do you mean? How do you know what I'm paying the person, first of all? And my publicist tells me, she's the one that knows all the bands and all, because she's been around and she's been dealing in the music industry in the Latin aspect for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And you and her have mutual friends, so you know who I'm speaking about, my publicist. So the thing is that, I see this stuff and I hear the gossip still. And I'm like, it's like freestyle music. And I'm like, but this is salsa music. Y'all not hip hop. Y'all don't got beef. Why is it gossip? So what is going on? No, because this guy plays better trombone, or this guy, he has a better timbale, or this guy, he has a better saxophone. And I'm like, yo, but hold up. Y'all all drink together. Y'all all hang out together. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all, I make more money with this singer. I make more. It's like, wait a minute. You guys are like phenomenal whenever you play. Because to play an instrument, you have to be some type of genius.
Yeah.
You can't just be a regular Joe Schmo and think you're going to pick up a flute and because it's got holes in it, you can put your fingers and you blow and you're going to make a song. No, there's a technique to it, right? Just like the trombone, just like the timbales, just like the congas. Just because you go like this, that doesn't mean it's going to be a hit song. It's got to be a rhythm to it. It's got to be what you bring into that. Now, you're a DJ, knowing that you got to, like we spoke with Zay Park earlier about vibrations. What are vibrations, since you're a DJ and you deal with live bands, what vibrations do you look for and what attracts you?
Music and what they could bring and how they bring to the table to make the people dance and everything like that. If, I have millions of people that call me, right? That they want to work with me. And I say, send me your music and send me your performance. And me, since I'm a DJ and I know about music, I'll hear it and I'll be like, okay, but I won't tell them. I'll tell them, okay, I'll let you know, just to be nice. I'm not going to call them and say they suck. I'm just going to say, this is what it is. But I know what the people likes out there. If I book you one time, I'll book you that one time. But then at the end of the night, the people are going to come up to me and they'll be like, what are you doing? We didn't like it. So the other day, we got to do what the people like. Because they're the ones that paying to come to the club. They're the ones that paying to see the entertainment. Customers always right.
So let me ask you, these promoters that are doing these free events, how are they making money?
They got city sponsors. They got city people that pay for them. These people, they pay, So all these outdoor events that you see, they got sponsors and everything like that. It's good that you say that because I do a block party every year.
Right.
And this year makes my 6-year anniversary doing it. And no sponsors. No sponsors. I bring entertainment with my hardworking money, bring back to the community, through the years, if it's stressful and everything like that, you know, because entertainment's not getting cheap anymore. You got to fly in on artists. You got to put them in a hotel. You got to pay for bands. You got to pay everything. So, you know, and it comes out of my pocket. Sometimes I spend like close to $7,000, $8,000, you know, and that's working, just hustling, working, and get vendors, and then you doing entertainment, you know, and like that, working, DJing, doing private parties, regular job and everything. And I take the money and I put it to the side just because I love doing it. You know, at the end of the day, I like to give back to the community and everything like that.
My man. Okay, I have a different outlook on you before. Before I wanted to choke you, now I like you. All right. Because, you know, this industry, you run into a lot of people that you don't know if they're genuine, like you said earlier. And what you said is what I've done over the years. I've gone into my own pocket myself. I've spent over $130,000 of my own money. And I was me taking care of friends, paying for their clubs, going here, treating people at a restaurant, like 10, 15 people, and they're like, yo, how the hell are we going to pay this? And everybody's drunk out there behind, and I'm making sure that people eat because you're not getting behind the wheel with me standing there. I won't let you. I've done it. I've let people stay till like 10 o'clock in the morning the next day, and they're pissed at me. Yo, I just want to go home. I got kids in my home. Well, tell your kids the reason why you're not driving. Because I didn't let you, and I got everybody's keys in my hands. That's right. And I used to pay for all their breakfast and all that, just like you. You saying that, you know, you want to make sure everybody gets entertained. It's not easy to entertain people because you got to get somebody that is attractive to the community.
Yeah.
Like back in the days, I don't know if you remember, Tito Nieves, Tito Rojas used to do Out the Park, or if not, East Tremont, at 52 Park, in the barrio. They used to do all this stuff, and I used to wonder how the hell they got the money to do this, because these people were coming from overseas. Yeah. And you will have a 15-piece band, 15 pieces, not this 5, 6, sound like because they got little amplifiers and stuff. No, you had actual people that came out there and they all got paid.
Yeah, yeah.
And then everybody enjoyed hanging out with them after. You go to Joe's, right?
Joe talk.
And we will all eat and hang out, and then half of the crowd will be coked up and the other half will be drunk. But everybody was having a good time.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah,
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this was the trend. This is what it was. Everybody had a good time. Nobody fought.
No.
Nobody fought. That was the crazy thing. As crazy as they would get, and the dancing, and they wouldn't be exhausted. They'd be up for days. We all know why they'd be up for days. And they all had a good time.
Yeah.
You think that would ever come back?
It's the marketing now. It's changed now. It's not the way it used to be. New York, it's dead. No more club scenes. It's now these artists are not playing like they used to in New York. Now in the verano they'll play Roche Beach and they do all these certain things, but there's no more clubs in New York no more. There's no more clubs, and these artists now they charging big money now. When COVID hit, everybody was on lockdown. Once COVID gone down and everybody came back, they don't charge that price no more. They charge double the amount. I said, what happened here? I remember I used to get an artist for $2,000. After COVID hit, they want to charge like $10,000. I said, wait a minute, what happened here?
Inflation?
What's going on here? It's 10. We were just, oh no, but I charge this now. Right? I said, well, you know what? Stay home. Stay home. Cause I remember we used to play these little lounges and 108 Lounge and these little lounges. And we used to pay you $2,000, $1,500 in the lounge. Now you want to come and you want to charge me $9,000, $10,000. I was like, you crazy? You're not up for that. You could do it, but not in New York. You know? And then they complain that they're not playing.
Exactly. And when you get them a gig, they want to charge you an obscene amount, and then you actually listen to the sound, because I'm big on sound. If the sound doesn't go with the band, then I'm looking at the DJ like, all right, what do you hear? Because I'm hearing this and I'm about to break everything. And the DJ is like, no, relax. I can fix it. How can you fix it? And DJ Mario, right? The last event, he worked with the sound guy, and the sound guy was doing the wrong thing, and Mario fixed it. And then now the whole stream was going well, where Willie performed, and it was great.
Yeah. But as DJs, if the band is performing and the people are not responding, Your job is to save the night. You have to save the night. That's why I like Mario. He's like me. We save the night. We look at the crowd, and if you see that nobody's entertaining to that music, that band, you say, okay, this is our job to come in and save the night.
He actually spoke to me before, and he told me he couldn't make it tonight. He gave you props. He says, Brian's crazy, but he's a crazy good DJ. All right,
I'm not crazy. It's just,
meaning in a good way.
Yeah. I love it. I'm not crazy.
And when someone says that, they recognize and respect your talent. Because Mario, he's straight up. If you suck, he'll tell you suck.
Yeah.
He's done it in front of me where he's like, get off the stage. I'm gonna get on. And like, Mario, you can't talk to him like that. He's like, I'm doing this for free. He got paid. Get off the stage. You suck. And I've seen it. I've been there.
I do it. I do it too. Sometimes people come up to me and you be like, Brian, you got your laptop? Take this DJ. I said, I can't do that. And then sometimes I'll go to the DJ. I'll say, listen, you got to play this. Look at your crowd. You got to play that. And then I say, you know what? And I go like that. Because I can't take it anymore. I'll be like, what are you doing? Like, you're not playing the music that the people like. And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, and then people coming up to me and say, Brian, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, he's the DJ for tonight. It happens sometimes. And sometimes I don't even go. Now these days, I don't even go to the places no more. Because if I know what's going to happen, the people are going to come up to me.
Hey, cuz the connection of the network speaks louder than business. Always keep in mind the new generation is alive and well when you go to all the right locations. Yeah. So, Brian, what you got coming up?
I have an event that I'm doing on the 20th, the next Saturday, not this Saturday, the 25th.
Then we got a flyer for that?
Yeah, I just sent it to him. It's a Salsa and Barrio Multicultural Festival. It's my block party that I do every year. Every year I always change it up. I bring different artists and everything. I have 2 singers direct from Puerto Rico. I'm bringing Luis Matos, first time here. That he sounds just like Tito Rojas.
Okay.
And he acts like Tito Rojas. With the original Tito Rojas Orchestra under the music direction of Willie Alvarez. So it's going to be a 13-piece orchestra and everything. And then I have Omi Cardona, who is the singer from Puerto Rico, which my orchestra is going to be backing him up. Because not only I'm a producer, not only if I'm a DJ, I'm a producer. I have a band that I put together and everything like that. So I try to bring a lot of the artists in, and then when I put my band to back them up. So now I do everything. I do producing. I produce music now. It's a lot of stuff I do. It's driving me crazy. I can't keep up. And stuff like that. So I'm just keeping it going.
But you're staying busy though.
Yeah, I'm staying busy. That's what I do. I'm always on my phone looking to see what's happening, and I'm always like that. I'm always like that. I'm like, I'd be like, okay, this is happening. Okay, I'm gonna maybe reach out to them. This was happening. I'm gonna reach out to them. So that's what I do.
Absolutely. So aside from that event, what else are you looking for?
Nothing. Just try to keep just try to keep the culture going. I'm gonna finish producing my production that I'm doing now because I have a production that's coming out real soon and everything. And I send you guys some music and everything. And then nothing. And I'm working now with Lehman Center for the Performing Arts. I got some big concerts that I'm gonna be working soon. And very interesting stuff that I'm doing. I'm promoter Richie Bonilla. That he was a legendary promoter. He's 89 years old. He passed the torch to me. He's been around working with Ralphie Mercado and everything like that. He's under the weather. He's sick and everything, but now he passes the torch to me. So now I'm going to keep it going for him. So I got some great stuff happening at Lehman Center.
So then hit up Rebecca because I'll be your MC.
Yeah, guys. The Lehman Center, for the Lehman Center for this show that I'm doing, it's going to be something interesting. It's going to be March 27th of next year. And the concept is an all-female show. Never been done at Lehman Center. I'm always thinking different, and I wanted to change it up. And I'm going to have an all-female orchestra, all-female. This is a night of the woman, where it is, women's. So, and it's going to be part of Women's Heritage Month. It's in March, so it's a good concept. So I'm bringing in a DJ from Puerto Rico, DJ Cabecita, she's the DJ from Puerto Rico. She's the famoso DJ from Puerto Rico. And, MC is going to be a female. I'm going to have female dancers, 5 female singers that they don't get the opportunity. You know, I'm not gonna mention the artists yet, but they big artists, and it's gonna be Grammy artists. You know, something different, not the same artists that you see these days. You know, that they're getting washed out. You know, I'm trying to change it up and everything like that. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, something different. Lehman fell for it. They loved the idea. They said, "Wow, this is something different." I said, "Let's go," and everything like so. It's gonna be a great show. March 27th. I can't say the artist, but be looking out.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can reach Brian at?
You go on social media. Brian Martinez. My Facebook is Brian Martinez, or Instagram is Brian NYC, the number 1, and everything. And you know, social media 347-928-0868. And you know, I hope to see everybody at my festival, which is in the body on 115th Street between 3rd and 2nd. Come out. It's going to be a beautiful thing. We're going to have DJs. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have dancers. I give awards to people every year. I like to honor somebody to give awards to. One year I gave award to Chino, you know, Jackie J. Chino. We took him out the nursing home, and we gave him an award that first year. I had La Jara play, and La Jara play for me every year and everything like that. Fortunately, La Jara's busy. They can't play no more, but, you know, I just love what I do. And everything like that. Besides being a producer and producing music too, because I produce music also. I'm not a singer, but I got different artists singing.
Right. All right. Thank you so much for being on the show. We'll catch you the next following the 27th, I believe. We'll be back on the Extremities ENT Talk Show, and we're gonna go out, support all the events for the next week and a half that's going on, and we're gonna promote it when we're back on air. Because this is what we do. Each one teach one. We network, we promote, and we explore new talent. And we bring it to you right here, only on iAXIS Radio, the Extremities ENT Talk Show. If I learned something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted of life. Stay safe. God bless.
Mujeres talentosas, hermosas también, brillan como estrellas que alumbran mi ser. Son la gema fina, elegante flor. Aquí les cantaré con todo mi corazón. Aquí les cantaré con todo mi corazón. Lucen como diosas, cantan como un ángel, bellas, atractivas, humildes, fascinantes. Tienen los atributos de una gran salsera, cantante sandunguera, bailando el guaguancó. A las divas de la salsa les dedico esta canción. A las divas de la salsa les dedico esta canción. Lucen como diosas, cantan como un ángel, bellas, atractivas, humildes, fascinantes. Tienen los atributos de una gran salsera, cantantes sandungueras, bailando el guaguancó. A las divas de la salsa les dedico esta canción. A las divas de la salsa les dedico esta canción. DJ Brian, te la comiste otra vez. A las divas de la salsa, para ellas mi canción. De corazón, con mucho amor para ti, salsera, que nunca en cosas que llegan a impresionar. Y lo hacen muy bien. Para mi diva de la salsa. Amada mía, grata sorpresa la que me has dado. Yo necesitaba un amor y tú me has enamorado. Amada mía, eres mucho más de lo esperado. Soñado, yo soy todo de ti. Ha surgido el silencio, orientado hacia el cielo, con tus ojos de estrellas y tu voz de consuelo. Eres más de una vida por dejar de ser tuya y entregarte al amor. Amada mía, mis lares claman tu presencia, riega tu lluvia de inocencia por mi corazón. Amada mía, reina de luz y de esperanza, tienes el don de dar la calma. Es que eres todo el amor. Amada mía, que quiero decirte más de lo que quiero yo. Si tú no estás, me siento perdido.